Good day everyone. My name is Rizal Carla Jane Gauson. And andito po kami para i-discuss ang The Letter to the Young Women of Malolos. So, introductions. The Letter to the Young Women of Malolos was written by Jose Rizal in the 1889 as a response to the bravery of the 20 young women from Malolos. These women fought for their right to open a school and learn Spanish during the Spanish colonial time. Despite strong opposition from religious authorities, in his letter, Rizal praised their courage and encouraged them to continue valuing education, independent thinking, and strong moral character. So, Rizal's commend the courage of the young 20 women of Malolos na nakipaglaban para sa karapatan nilang magkaroon ng edukasyon. Pinapakita dito kung paano sila nag-stood up para magkaroon ng night class noong mga panahon ng Spanish colonial time. Pinapakita din dito kung paano yung action nila or yung paninindigan nila is challenge the traditions and religious restriction during that time. And also, Rizal encouraged them or the 20 young women to be educated, think independently, and para makapag-contribute sa country natin. Next is the content of the source. So, addresses to the 20 young women of Malolos, praises their courage in fighting for education during Spanish rule, encourage women to continue valuing education learning, promotes independent thinking instead of blindness obedience to authority, criticize unfair control to religious leaders during that time. So, these young 20 women who fight for their rights para makapagpa-open ng school to learn Spanish despite the strong opposition sa religious authorities during the Spanish colonial time. Dahil alam nga natin, noong mga panahon ng Kastila is pinagbabawal na makapag-aral ang mga Pilipinong mga kababaihan dahil sila ay naniniwala na ang mga kababaihan ay nararapat na nasa tahanan lamang at maging sunod-sunuran lamang sa mga kalalakihan. And Rizal encouraged the young 20 women to continue valuing educations. And also, Rizal promote the independent thinking, think critically, huwag maging blind obedience or maging sunod-sunuran sa mga political and religious leaders. And also, it criticized the unfair religious leaders na nililimitahan nila yung freedom ng mga Pilipino, especially ng mga Pilipinong kababaihan na makapag-aral dahil pinaniniwalaan nila na narapat na ang mga kababaihan ay nasa ilalim lamang ng pamumuno or lagi lamang pumapangalawa sa mga kalalakihan. Then, next is the context. Jose Rizal was a Filipino nationalist writer, hero who played key role in the fight for their freedom, Spanish colonization in the Philippine writing. He was born on June 19, 1861 in Calamba. Rizal was very intelligent and became a doctor, but he is best from his writings that expose the abuses of the Spanish government and friars. So, si Rizal is mas kilala siya dahil sa kanyang pagsusulat. Pinapakita niya yung mga Spanish abuses at pinapakita niya yung mga behaviors or mga ginagawa ng mga authorities and friars during that time. And also, Rizal want to seek reform, fight for our freedom and for our rights. And Rizal recognize and guide the young 20 women of Malolos and admire their courage dahil sila ay nagstanding up for the rights of educations. And also emphasize educated women play important role dahil sineshape daw nito is yung mga future generation to have a strong nations. So next, context. To praise their courage, the women stood up against Spanish friars to gain the right to study, which Rizal admired. To encourage education, he believed women should be educated because they'll help shape minds of the future generations. So, next is to promote independent thinking. Rizal urged them to blindly follow authority, but think critically and stand up their rights. To emphasize women's role in nation building, he highlighted the strong, educated women who play or raises patriotic and responsible citizens. So, ang katanungan niya dito is, bakit nga ba sa Malolos? Bakit sa Malolos nagpadala ng letter si Jose Rizal? Nagpadala ng liham si Jose Rizal sa Malolos dahil sa isang mahalagang pangyayari. Ano nga ba ang mahalagang pangyayaring naganap ng mga panahon na ito? Ang mahalagang pangyayari nito is yung pakikipagbaka ng 20 young women of Malolos para sa karapatan nilang makapag-aral. Dahil sa kanilang katapangan, hinangaan sila ni Jose Rizal dahil sila ay humiling sa pamahalaan ng mga Kastila na sila ay makapag-aral at makapag-aral ng mga wikang Espanyol dahil noong mga panahong ito is hindi pangkaraniwan ang pagkakaroon ng katangian ng ganito, lalong-lalo na sa mga kababaihan. Ito rin ay sumisimbolo ng pagbabago dahil nilalabanan nila ang maling pamaraan ng pag-aaral o pagtingin ng mga Kastila sa edukasyon at ang mga relihiyosong kumokontrol at ang mga kontroladong mga praile. So, ano nga ba ang koneksyon ng mga 20 young women of Malolos na ito? Sila is connected by both family ties or sila is magkakamag-anak sila, and many of them is principalya or educated or well-off families. So, sila nga ay relatives dahil sa kanilang apelyido na Tantoco, Reyes, and Tiongson. But relatives lang nga ba? Hindi. Not just personal relatives, but sila din is reunited for their one common goal. Yun nga is makapag-aral kahit na mahirap during the Spanish colonial time. So, kilalanin natin ang 20 young women of Malolos. Number 1 is Elicia Tantoco Reyes, was a member of Principalya, educated and relatively wealthy class in Malolos during the Spanish colonial period time. She belonged to the Tantoco Reyes family, known for their being socially prominent and exposed to new ideas. So, Elicia Tantoco Reyes is a educated and influential class. She is come from Tantoco Reyes family. She support the social learning change. Next is Juana Tantoco Reyes, was one of the 20 young women of Malolos, a group of Filipinas who bravely fought for their women's right to education during Spanish rule in the Philippines. So, sino nga ba si Juana Tantoco Reyes? She have a courage and strong determination to inspire others, and sinusuportahan niya ang pagkakaroon ng equality during the Spanish colonial time. Next is Leoncia Santos Reyes. Sino nga ba siya? She was one of the 20 young women of Malolos, known for their courage of fighting for women's right to education during Spanish colonial time. So, Leoncia Santos Reyes, she is one of the brave 20 young women of Malolos na nakipaglaban para sa karapatan nilang makapag-aral. She has a strong despite for learning, or gusto niyang makapag-aral para nga matutuhan ang mga patungkol sa mga ginagawa ng mga Espanyol sa ating bansa.
Olympia San Agustin Reyes was one of the brave young women from Malolos who stood up for the right of Filipinos to receive proper education during Spanish colonial period. Coming from an educated and well-off family, she used her position to help challenge the restriction placed on women at that time. As part of the group known as the 20 Women of Malolos, she played an important role in promoting equality and showing that women are capable of learning and leading. Her courage continues to inspire the values of education and women's rights today. Eugenia Mendoza Tanchampo was one of the determined young women from Malolos who bravely fought for the right of Filipinas to be educated during Spanish colonial period. As a member of 20 Women of Malolos, she helped challenge the restriction placed on women and showed that they are capable of learning and achieving more. Her role in this group highlights her courage and contribution to the fight for women's rights and education. Oria Mendoza Tanchampo was one of the courageous young women from Malolos who stood up for the fight of Filipinas to receive proper education during the Spanish colonial period. As a member of the 20 Women of Malolos, she took part in the historic effort in 1888 to challenge the limitation placed on women. Her role in this movement show her bravery and her contribution to promoting equal opportunities in education for women. Basilia Villarino Tantoco was one of the brave women from Malolos who fought for the right of Filipinas to receive proper education during the Spanish colonial period. As a part of the 20 Women of Malolos, she joined the movement in 1888 that challenged the restriction placed on women. Her participation showed her courage and her important role in promoting equal access to education. Teresa Chongson Tantoco's role was mainly as one of the courageous members of the 20 Women of Malolos who actively supported the fight for women's right to education. Along with the other women, she helped petition the Spanish authorities in 1888 to allow them to open school where they could learn subject beyond what was traditionally allowed for women. Her part in this lesson showed that she contributed to challenging the restriction placed on Filipinas during the Spanish colonial period. By joining this movement, she helped prove that women were capable of learning and deserve equal educational opportunities, making her an important figure in the push of women's rights in Philippine history. Maria Chongson Tantoco was one of the active and courageous members of the 20 Women of Malolos who supported the fight for women's right to education together with the group. She helped request permission from Spanish authorities to establish a school where Filipinas could study more advanced subjects. Her role in this lesson show her contribution to challenging the limits placed on women during that time. By being part of this movement, she helped prove that women deserve equal access to education and had the ability to learn and grow just like men. Anastasia Macalang Johnson was one of the brave members of the 20 Women of Malolos who helped fight for women's right to education. Along with the other women, she took part in requesting permission from Spanish authorities to open a school where Filipinos could learn more than what was traditionally allowed. Her role in this lesson shows her courage in challenging the limitation placed on women during the Spanish colonial period. By joining this movement, she helped promote equal educational opportunities and proved that women are capable of learning and contributing in society. Basilia Reyes Johnson was as one of the members of the 20 Women of Malolos who supported the call for women's right to education during the Spanish colonial period. In simple terms, she helped advocate for equal learning opportunities for Filipinas by joining the group that challenged the restriction on women's education at that time. In summary, their shared role was to bravely fight for the right of Filipinas to receive proper education during the Spanish colonial period. Together, they challenged the restriction placed on women at that time by petitioning for the opportunity to study and learn more advanced subjects. In simple terms, their collective contribution was advocating for women's educational and equality.
Paz Reyes Johnson was one of the women who supported the movement for education. She showed bravery by standing up for women's rights despite the risks involved at the time. Opposing social norms could lead to criticism or punishment. Alea Reyes Johnson believed that women should not be limited by society's expectations. She actively participated in promoting the idea that women deserve the same educational opportunities as men. Mercedes Reyes Johnson showed strong determination in pushing for proper education. Even though women were discouraged from studying, she remained committed to the cause. She symbolizes determination and perseverance in achieving educational rights. Philomena Oliveros Johnson stood firm in supporting women's rights. Her participation helped strengthen the group's unity and purpose in achieving their goal. She is a symbol of strength and commitment to women's empowerment. Cecilia Oliveros Johnson. Although not much is widely recorded about her, Cecilia played an important role as part of the group. Her involvement shows that every member contributed to success of the movement. She represents quiet courage and meaningful participation. Feliciana Oliveros Johnson. Feliciana helped push for the group's goal of gaining access to education. Her contribution helped the movement become more effective and unified. She symbolizes cooperation and dedication to a shared goal. Agapita Reyes Tiongson displayed remarkable courage by demanding access to education at a time when women were expected to be silent. She made her voice heard. She represents boldness in challenging traditional beliefs about women. Alberta Santos Uitangcoy. Alberta is one of the most recognized members of the group. She showed leadership, confidence, and courage in fighting for women's education. She is a leading figure and a symbol of bravery and leadership. Context. During Spanish rule, women had limited access to education. The women of Malolos wanted to study Spanish to better understand law and avoid being misled by authorities. They believed that education would give them independence, awareness, and better future. Purpose. The purpose of the letter is to praise the bravery of the women of Malolos and to encourage all women to pursue education. Rizal also promotes independent thinking, opposes blind obedience to authority, and highlights the role of women in shaping society and future generations. Biases. Class biases. Rizal mainly addresses educated women from wealthy or prominent families on Malolos. This shows that his message is more focused on the ilustrados class, while the experience of poor or uneducated women are not highlighted. Racial biases. The letter challenges the belief that Filipinos are inferior to Spaniards. However, it still reflects the racial inequality present during Spanish rule, showing the divide between colonizers and Filipinos. Gender bias. Although Rizal promotes women's education and strength, he still emphasizes traditional roles such as being good mothers and guiding children. This shows that his view of women is still partly influenced by traditional expectations. Religious bias. Rizal criticizes Spanish friars and blind obedience to religion. This shows his bias against abusive religious authorities, especially those who limit education and control people's thinking. Political imperial biases. The letter clearly opposes Spanish colonial rule and supports reforms. It reflects nationalist ideas and the desire for freedom from colonial control. Paternalistic biases. Rizal speaks in a guiding, almost father-like tone. He advises women on how they should think and act, which may come across as controlling or authoritative. Cultural biases. Rizal promotes Filipino identity, values, and culture while criticizing Spanish influence practices. This shows a preference for Filipino traditions over colonial influence. Conclusion and reflection. In conclusion, the letter teaches that education is a powerful tool for freedom and progress. It encourages women to be brave, think independently, and stand up for their rights. Jose Rizal emphasizes that women play an important role in shaping the nation, especially in guiding future generations. The reference are the sources used to support the report and ensure accuracy. The letter by Jose Rizal in the primary source, while the books by Gregorio F. Saide, Sonia M. Saide, Floro C. Cubien, and Leonma Guerrero are secondary sources that explain his life and works. The National Historical Commission of the Philippines also provides reliable information about Rizal.